Hey guys, WRX here today, and as you can see right in front of you, this is what we're going to attempt to install. I have not installed one of these kits before, nor have I seen a video on YouTube or anything alike showing the installation of this. So I've already done an unboxing on this guy on a previous video, but we'll get to that here shortly. So what are you going to need for this installation? You need some tape of some sort, couple isopropyl alcohol pads, a small screwdriver or something for the pop pin or whatever you call it, a couple size drill bits, and you're going to need this 8mm socket for the hardware. Now, I didn't realize this until I actually received this particular kit, this front bumper canard, that not only does it use like a double stick tape, like a 3M type tape, but there's also one bolt that gets drilled into your bumper, which I was a little bit standoffish with the other aftermarket parts. I didn't want to drill into it, but I understand the concept and why you should probably do that. Just through time, the double stick tape will probably deteriorate, and these kits aren't cheap. I mean, I paid about 140 bucks for this kit, and I know if you purchase this here in the States, it's going to be a lot more. I've seen them like twice the price, but as I mentioned before, I did get this through Japan parts for, like I said, about 140 bucks. Shipping, I can't really tell you how much shipping was, because I also got an intercooler sprayer bottle that came with it, or I ordered in additional to this unit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this open and look at the contents of what you actually get here. So obviously, first off here, we get the instructions. Our Canards with our hardware and stencils. So I don't need this box anymore. All right, my daughter is gonna hold this while we see what's inside of here. So what we have here are a couple bolts with built-in washers, and one of these nutserts. Let's take a look at the Canards here. Obviously, we have a left and we have a right. Let's take a look at these. All right, very good. So it looks like it is pretty good quality. Plenty of mounting surface for the 3M tape here, and there's also like a felt strip right here. I'm not sure what it's kind of a foam type of material. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of it is, but okay, so we'll go ahead and just put these up here. Take a look at the instructions here. Of course, this is all noodle writing here, so I'm not exactly sure what we're looking at here. But looking at the instructions, we definitely want to orient these correctly. So it looks like the larger of the two ends goes on the front of the vehicle. So we'll orient this to the left side and this one to the right side. We don't want to screw that installation up. So with this kit, you also get templates. So I already have the right side mounted, so we're going to go ahead and mount the left side here. So I'll grab some tape, and like the installations, I like to do this real time so you guys can see how long it actually takes. Try not to get in a hurry. Okay, so the little edges here that have these little lines, this is what you're supposed to butt up against certain borders here. So we'll go ahead and get this butted up here, make sure this is lined up down here, and this will give you the proper mounting angle for your Canard. It's not rocket science, but it's always best to do your very best to get it on as correct as you possibly can. Okay, once that's installed, this is the left side. There is a end here where you're gonna mark and you're gonna drill a hole through your front bumper here. So let me grab my drill motor and drill bit, and we will take care of that. So I always like to start off with a smaller drill bit to make a pilot hole of some sort, just so the drill bit doesn't walk around too much. So once we get that in the middle, go ahead and push firmly. Drill your hole, and once that's done, I'll go ahead and drill a larger hole and make sure that's going to accommodate the mounting bolt. Okay, once that's installed, we can go ahead and use some isopropyl alcohol to clean up the area as best we can. Get all the waxes and road residue on so the adhesive canard can stick. Okay. Okay, so right here is a pop clip that we're going to have to undo. Take your little screwdriver that we have and just push it in. And once it's pushed in, it should release. I do have the correct tool to do this, but it's in the back of the car. And depending on how long this pop clip has been on there, it might be a little difficult to get off because little bits of road debris and sand get in there and cause it to stick a little bit more than it should. Okay, that we have that done. Hopefully it's just as simple as just popping this out, okay, which we just did. And I'm gonna go ahead, grab our little nutsert here. And our bolt. Grab the correct canard for that side. And let's take a look at the pictures here, make sure we're doing this correctly. So as far as the instructions go here, it shows that we are to insert this into this hole here. So you might have to use a little bit of spit, kind of lube that baby up, and just merely push it in. I'm calling it a nutsert, but it's also actually called a well nut. Okay, so at this point is I'm going to go ahead and make a couple little tabs here. Kind of kink it. Once it gets installed, then we can put it on correctly. Make sure you do this step here. Definitely pays to have fingernails when you do this part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this little tab and bend it up so it's out of the way. Going to reach my hand on the inside, stick it out of the hole, as you can see here, and I'm going to get this somewhat started and kind of follow the template and just kind of press that part into place. And now I'm just going to go ahead and screw that portion in. Now that it's in, I'm going to get my little what is this again, 8mm socket on this little ratchet. Just kind of tighten this up, kind of making sure that this is still oriented correctly. So yeah, make sure you tighten this up well enough to where that bolt that you're screwing in captures that well nut. just kind of gotta go until it gets tight enough. Can't really over tighten these. Okay, feels like that's good to go. Now that we have that in there, I can go ahead and just kind of put this back into place. Kind of press on it firmly and remove the template. Take your little tabs and remove the tape like so. Reach underneath. You don't have to press so firmly now, just remove that. There you have it. That's pretty simple. All right, WRX out.